Hey guys, this is Daaro. Welcome back to another episode of Persona 4 Arena. This is episode number 3 of the Yu Narukami story mode. And we're going to continue on. We're on scene 8.
The winner is you, Senpai! What an utter thrashing!
Or like an utter thrashing of me, I lost twice.
I love all this animosity! These cocky, self-righteous friends showing how they really feel by beating the crap out of each other. That's the real thrill of the P1 Grand Prix!
I don't care to hear any more of Teddy's jest. I still have reservations about fighting against my friends, but I know that there is no other way to save them. I'm resolved to do what must be done. Also, there's no knowing if Teddy or Rise have been affected by just like Yosuke and Yukiko have. If they are, then there's no use to trying to talk to them through the monitor. That's the conclusion I've come to. But Miss Present seems to have the other idea.
How much further are you gonna push this? Why are you doing it anyway? These guys are friends! What's so much fun about making friends fight each other?
President vents her frustration again at Teddy's image on the monitor. But I was a bit surprised at how she worded it. She seemed more upset that he was making friends fight each other, not why he had dragged the entire school into this mess. We've only had just met, but she clearly sympathizes with us and understands the pain that we're going through. I'm embarrassed but proud at the same time. A girl with such compassion would be a great student council president. It's no wonder she was elected to represent the student body of Yasugami High.
It's alright. Thanks, though.
It's not alright! This is...
She's still worked up, and she lashes out at me. Perhaps her heart is a little too honest. But her anger sets my mind at ease. She's right. What General Teddy is doing right now cannot be forgiven. I glare at the monitor.
Sorry, but you're not getting your wish.
What?
Did you think this would be all it took to break us apart? That it would make us hate each other? Sorry to say, but that's a huge mistake on your part. I believe in my friends. They'll never get taken in like that.
You're so stupid! What kind of sensei are you?
I'm warning you now. If you really are Teddy, then we'll get you back to normal no matter what it takes. Even if it costs us our lives. But if you're an imposter, hiding behind Teddy's face, I will make you pay for toying with us.
Teddy scoffs. Turns around. The monitor suddenly switches off. Suddenly turning on. Suddenly turning on us without any signs of remorse. That's not Teddy at all. No, he's most likely not the real Teddy. Seeing that anger in his face only strengthens my suspicions. Someone must be faking Teddy's form, make it look like he's acting, make it look like he is the one committing these acts.
That girl's come around.
I immediately rush to Yukiko's side.
Yukiko, are you alright? I'm sorry I couldn't go easy on you.
No, it's okay. You aren't your usual self, but I could tell by your eyes that there was something going on. I'm sorry, too. Did I hurt you?
Kinda, yeah. I sure wouldn't want to get into it with you again.
I tried to pass it off as a joke, but we look each other and laugh. Things are going the same way as they had with Yosuke. It's becoming clear now.
Hey, did I say things that offended you earlier?
Yes. You did.
Yukiko hesitates as if even remembering it being a dream. What in the world did my illusion say to her? I bet it was something horrible. Whoever's doing this is certainly finding the most annoying way of getting us. What I supposedly said to her doesn't matter. Yukiko is still hesitant to bring it up, so I tell her not to worry about it.
I don't need to know what I said. I just wanted to see if my guess was right. It looks like our enemy has the power to confuse our senses. My first opponent was Yosuke, and he told me a similar story after we fought.
Huh? You said something bad to Yosuke-kun too? What did you tell him?
You sure you want to know?
If I'm the only one to admit meaning what happened, that's not fair, is it? But that curiosity is in line with the Yukiko I know. I evade the issue with a smile and call it to Miss President, who's standing behind us.
What kind of people are you? Oh, right. We used our personas.
Yeah, we should at least explain to her what's going on.
She did see everything that just happened. This would be a good opportunity to tell her everything. I introduced Miss President and Yukiko to each other and fill in the parts that I had left out from my previous explanation. I tell her about personas. I tell her that we're actually in a world inside the television. And I tell her how the scenery here changes according to the hearts of the person who entered it, the people. She looks doubtful when I'm talking, but considering that she's just seen our personas only moments ago, she doesn't immediately deny it. Still, it seems that she can't accept all of it. She crosses her arms as if lost in thought. On the other hand, it seems that Yukiko doesn't know that Yasugami High had a new student council president either. Yukiko apologizes for not having paid attention to the elections in April.
And that's it in a nutshell.
So, that's what you meant by falling into a TV.
Yeah, which makes me believe this school could be a part of your mind that's materialized.
This school came from me? That's a lot to swallow. I'm not surprised. Why is it different this time around, though? Usually the victim's shadow appears first.
I had doubts about that too. There's a reason why it's too dangerous for people who can't use their personas to enter the world. Enter this world. Besides the obvious reasons such as not being able to escape and being unable to protect themselves from a shadow, a person's shadow separates from them. The shadow that split off are strongly attached to the original people that they came from, and will try to harm them to try to become independent identity. I hadn't given much thought since Miss President seems so energetic, but it's still possible that this may have happened to her. I put this together with the conversation I had with Teddy a moment ago and come to a conclusion.
The Teddy who's hosting this tournament. What if he's actually this girl's shadow?
Huh?
I noticed he got agitated when I called him an imposter. The fake Teddy would mean he's someone else using Teddy's form.
I see. This place reflects Miss President's heart. Her shadow must be here. And right now, the strongest candidate is...
Right. If we both saw an illusion, then at the very least, the enemy has the power to delude our senses and make us see and hear things that aren't there. On top of that, I can alter what others hear. I can alter what others hear. I can alter what others hear us say and see us do. If I can do that, then I can easily see that our enemy can use that power to change its appearance. That means it could be impersonating Teddy and leading this tournament. That still leaves the question to why it would take on the appearance of someone it doesn't know. I've seen shadows in the past took on but this one's the first time I've seen the one impersonate an existence. Does that shadow have some kind of objective? When I come to my senses, I see Miss President had turned pale, is staring down at the ground. All this talk of shadows in another world doesn't seem to be reaching her, but it seems troubled. She seems troubled at the thought that she might be causing all this. I'm about to tell her that the actions of her shadow aren't her. But Miss President rises to her feet.
I'm gonna check out the announcement room. That General Teddy's behind the whole shebang, right? And if he came from me, then I gotta own up to the responsibility. As student body president, I can't let this go.
Wait, you're being reckless. We'll take care of the shadow. You need to...
What? Get out of this TV world? And how am I supposed to do that? Go on. Show me the door.
Well...
Eyes are filled with fires of determination, just as they had been when I first met her. Her sense of responsibility and awareness of her duties says that she will never back down.
Your little cousin's in the announcement room, and you're gonna go save her, right? I might not be as strong as the two of you, but I'm no slouch in a fight. Wouldn't it be better if we went together?
No, don't you understand? This world is...
I know it's dangerous, but there's gotta be something only I can do to help. Hell, that aside, I can't leave after causing so much trouble. Making friends fight each other. I'm going on ahead. You don't want to waste time arguing, yeah?
The president declares this in a voice that brooks no argument and takes off running. Yikes, I wasn't expecting her to behave rashly. I remember how fast she could run. And if I'm going to go after her, I need to go at once, or I'll lose.
Please, you have to go after her.
Yukiko sees me hesitate and knows exactly what to say. She's right. There's so much we don't understand about this. About that, there's no way an investigation team can let a victim run off to die. Yukiko ignores the fact that I'd be leaving her alone and tells me to follow the girl whom she's only met. This is the exact opposite of the behavior that she'd been displaying before the fight. Now, this is the Yukiko Amagi I know. I'm ashamed that I had even slightly let myself be confused by the way I heard her speak before, and I answered.
Don't worry about me. I believe in you.
Yukiko nods, and I run, and beginning to run as fast as I can. I have to rely on the faint echoes of footsteps ahead to pursue Miss President through the... I can't use my memories of the school in order to navigate because the invisible walls are everywhere, but the announcement room is upstairs. That obviously limits the path that she can take. I will catch up to her no matter what. I've been running after Miss President for a while, but I still can't catch sight of her. She's so fast, almost supernatural. I'm beginning to think that her path may not be hindered by the invisible walls. Wait a second. Now that I think about it, she's not a participant. She's not... She didn't appear in the introduction video. And even though she'd been here when I faced off with Yukiko, she wasn't affected by the rules. Could she be able to walk through these walls? If so, then catching up to her would be quite different. Just as I'm thinking this, suddenly a blue door appears in my path. I've seen this before. It's the entrance to the Velvet Room again. If I don't have the time to deal with, or so I think, but when I consider the timing of its appearance, I can't help but feel that there must be some reason for it. I make up my mind and reach for the door. As I walk through the door, I feel a slight sense of lightheadedness, and I close my eyes. When I open my eyes, I'm seated in my usual position, and Margaret is smiling quietly at me as if nothing is different. When she sees me that I've noticed her, she speaks as if I'm aware of my...
You seem flustered. But time has no meaning here.
Margaret politely points this out, knowing that time is meaningless. Though I had figured out a few things out of this room, but it seems that there's still more for me to learn about. If time doesn't pass while I'm in this room, then I should concentrate on what I'm about to tell. Once again, as if reading my thoughts, Margaret's mind.
It seems you've emerged victorious and have come away with a piece of the truth. Though you are in a garden of deceit, you have the vision to go forward. Very impressive.
Is that student council president's shadow really the cause of all this, then?
Who can say? All I know is that you are getting ever closer to the truth. There is one thing I can tell you.
Margaret's golden eyes are fixed on me.
If that girl's shadow is the cause of this misfortune, she will face her trial. But it's separate from your fate. You have your own trial to overcome. Keep that to heart.
My own trial?
I didn't mean to repeat what Margaret had.
Everyone sees various things in you that draw them to you. Salvation, hope. I myself find fascination in watching over you. Fate may not be the author of your trials, but you are destined to be tested.
Margaret smiles, mischievously, and nods. You are destined to be tested. Another slight feeling of lightheadedness passes, and I return to Lee School. The blue door is nowhere to be found, as if it had never been there to begin with. I look up. I still don't understand why my own trial is. But for some reason my mind has cleared up a bit. In any case, I need to keep chasing after Miss President. And now I immediately set a recognizable feature. Siri, her long ponytail. I found her.
Wait! It's too dangerous to go alone!
Miss President turns around in response to my voice. Smiling. Wasn't expecting that at all.
Color me impressed that you managed to catch up to me so quick.
Had she expected that I would follow her? I'm beginning to feel like she's toying with me. But I understand now. Nothing I say to her will change her mind. There's no helping it.
Promise me that you won't leave my side. And you can't do anything rash. If you can't agree to those terms, I'll have to force you into protective custody. This is a matter of life and death for you.
Sure thing. Then let's get to that announcement room together.
I thought that I'd be able to keep her in check by saying that her life was in danger, but she didn't seem to take any notice. She shrugged and accepted my proposal. It's quite hard to deal with. I'm not sure if she knows what I'm feeling, but she speaks.
Hey, mind if I ask you something?
What is it?
Just as I'm about to ask her to go on, Miss President, continue.
It's tough, being forced to fight your friends, huh? Sorry. You don't gotta answer.
She must be thinking about my fight with Yukiko. True, I'm slightly hesitant to talk about any of it. It's a question that must be answered. That's how it feels to me.
No, you're right. If I could avoid it, I would. But I believe in my friends.
You mean your friends won't hate you after the fight? Or you think they'll understand that you don't really want to fight?
I don't know. Both, maybe. I mean, there's no way we'd fight each other without some kind of reason.
Will she believe that answer? Study Miss President's face. But when she opens her mouth, she has an unexpected, gloomy look in it.
What if you had to kill each other?
each other? I truly hadn't anticipated that question. I'm caught off guard by how I hadn't even considered it. True. It's true, there's no guarantee of that this General Teddy won't suddenly decide to make us fight to the death on a whim.
Sorry, that was probably over the line. I don't know why I said that.
I wouldn't let it happen.
Even if I was forced to fight in a situation into something, I would never follow that. That's all I can say right now. But after hearing my answer, Ms. President cast her eyes down again. After seeing that behavior, how do I put it? Felt a sense of rooted. Why would that be? Something doesn't feel like it. Could Ms. President be carrying some unimaginable burden that she has yet to confide in us? It is so heavy that she would ask that. Speaking of which, General Teddy does turn out to be her shadow. What does that mean about whatever? Suddenly, it seems that her outrageous and cheerful demeanor are a mirror image of that, and a slight sense of fear chills my face. My thoughts race through my head, and as we walk down. Dang it.
What are you doing?
I thought I broke my nose for a moment. It's the invisible wall again. Even though I should have been expecting it, I'd relaxed my guard and walked right into one. I hold my nose and I wave away Miss President, who looks concerned.
There's an invisible wall. I don't think I can go through here.
An invisible wall? Oh, that must have been why you broke out of the mime act every now and then. Well, if I can pass through, it must only be blocking the tournament fighters. This world sure is out there.
Miss President walks right through the place that I bumped in. So that must be the case. As I'd imagine, Miss President is unaffected by these walls. Is it because of that she's not one of the fighters in the Grand Prix? Of course, if General Teddy really is her shadow, maybe normal rules don't apply to her. The entrance leading to the school building is ahead of us. But perhaps the worst of all is the wall that I just walked into is blocking me from reaching it. I'll just leave to find some other way. No, there are walls here too. And the same can be said for the one direction towards the entrance. A thought crosses my mind as I check back the way we come. It's as I thought. Another invisible wall I'd formed where I had just passed. And I can't go back. With walls in every direction, there's nowhere I can go. I'm trapped. And if I can't go anywhere, then this can only mean one thing.
Be careful. This probably means...
The moment I call out to Miss President, General Teddy appears on the monitor in the entryway. The third round is about to begin.
Is your snout okay, Sensei? Jeez, you're such a klutz.
You're still using that form? It's getting old. Why don't you just show your true self?
Boy, you've gotten peevish. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I was intentionally trying to rile him up, but he wasn't phoning. It looks like I'm not going to give him to reveal anything that way. I quickly changed the tack.
Okay, so who's my next opponent?
Ooh, now you're you're getting into the spirit of things. Let me guess, you're starting to enjoy beating up your friends? Hee-hee! Okay, with the next challenger, come on down!
It's time to fight again. The general doesn't pick up on my intention and loudly yells out what appears to be his pre-battle catchphrase. Smoke pours out, and who should appear from the smoke but the person I was expecting to see. 4 of us entered the TV together. I've already fought against Yosuke and Yukiko. Then...
That's what I thought. You're the last of us, after all.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd be next, too.
Chie laughs along with me. For the moment, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her. Words and actions, but I can't let my guard down around her. After all, I felt the same way when I encountered Yukiko too. But as they say, the third time's a charm. I have to see if the Chie's in her right mind. I decided that the best way to do that is to be calm and start a conversation.
Chie, you know what they're doing, right?
Before I can begin to explain, Chie cuts me off.
Yeah, I know. The stuff we say gets twisted around so we end up fighting each other, right? Don't worry. You're the son of a bitch who left us as soon as the last case ended, but you're still our good friend. I mean, you have it easy. You're just fighting me, friends. I have to keep killing over and over, all because of you humans!
What are you saying? Now this is obvious. She is clearly not herself. It's so blatant that her words don't offend me at all. Moreover, it's not I'm just out of character, but Chie would never say anything like that. And you humans? That's as good as confessing that you're not human. Oh right, carnivore, was it? Miss President is watching us from nearby. She looks more dumbfounded than worried. Still, what Chie said at the end caught my attention. I had to keep killing over and over.
More stuff about killing, huh? Miss President was talking about it earlier, too. This must be.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Hurts. I'll give you a taste of the pain they put me through!
She's not even trying to sound like Chie anymore. I can't even begin to understand what she's talking. But if a shadow is intentionally making people say these things, what does it mean about Miss President? Killing each other? All because of humans? What kind of secret past could the new student council president of Yasugami High be harboring? No, now's not the time for this. I'll have to look into this after we've cleared up all the confusion between us.
Let's do this, Chie.
I ignore her words and draw my sword. Immediately, Rise's voice echoes through the area, as if she is waiting for this.
Well, round 3 of the P1 Grand Prix already. Word on the street is that the carnivore may have a slight advantage. Will you, Senpai, all talk and no skill, manage to eke out a win this time? Let's get this show on the road. Ready?
Let's go. Time to win.
Behold Chie, Senpai! The fight is even half. That was a good half. Neither side is
This is going to do it for episode number 3 of Persona 4 Arena, the story mode with you, Narukami. We just beat up Chie like no tomorrow. I was so close to losing too. But anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. That took a lot. Anyway, this is Nodia signing out, and I'll catch you guys next time on Persona 4 Arena. Peace. Have a good one, guys.